Hello and good morning. It's Wednesday of week 9 and we're back with more news and entertainment.
Today we will be discussing the results of the BDS referendum along with other news.
And we will be joined by Grizedale President-elect Jojo Thompson.
Stay tuned for Good Morning Lancaster.
Welcome back, I'm Siri Hampapaw.
And I am Jack Hill. Let's bring you up to date with the latest news headlines. With elections taking place last week, today the university are welcoming a newly elected team of JCRs and CCOs who will take office at the start of Lent term.
But before we head into the news, Sunday evening saw the final of Top Voice in the Great Hall. Here are the highlights. The BDS referendum results are in, with 752 yes and 554 no, with 787 abstentions. According to the rules in force on the vote, this means that the result is not enough to validate a change in LUSU policy. For this to be the case, the vote required that at least 800 people voted for the winning stance, and the winning stance would require at least a 2/3 majority.
CCO and JCR elections have come to a close, with the results being announced last Friday. In the biggest JCR-CCO elections of the year, only approximately 1 in 10 students voted, which casts serious doubt of that of representation that LUSU actually has on the student body.
Last week's front page of Scan was quite controversial. Scan originally planned to show a cartoon on the front page questioning whether the student body could abstain from the BDS referendum of last week. We had Ollie Orton on last week as Scan editor to discuss this issue. If you want to find out more, please see last week's Good Morning Lancaster.
A new student-led initiative has been recently introduced to help refugees from war-torn countries attend Lancaster University. The Red Rose Refugees was started in October by a group of students from the Social Media Activism module at the university. The objective of the group is to start a scholarship programme that will aid students from countries such as Syria attend Lancaster University.
On Sunday morning, Scan released an article on their website criticising sultans for filming students on their Snapchat account, and they were criticised for doing this as students had not given consent. Although Sultan's Snapchat account has been well known for featuring videos of drunk students visiting after night outs, many students criticised Sultans for this particular video, featuring a group of girls dancing on chairs.
One place students do expect to be filmed on a night out is the Sugar House, when we at LA1 TV go down and film them with Sugar TV. Our latest episode was filmed on Saturday, and let's take a look.
Hi and welcome to Sugar TV.
Why are we in Sugar House? Sugar House is the best, that's why.
How are you doing?
I'm having a great time. It might be a video, boy. I think it's a video, boy. A couple of berries with the boys.
Tell me, where are you now that I need you?
What's your best memory from this term? I don't remember it. Probably the fact that I'm in this interview. Like, I know I'm going to be embarrassed tomorrow.
I was by your side, so where are you
This
now
lot,
that
I won't miss them. I love them real.
that I need you?
Is there anything embarrassing you've done in Sugar?
Yeah.
Do you want to share it on TV?
No.
Are you excited for the Christmas break? I'm gonna miss Lancaster, but how was your term? What do you think?
How's me term?
The term?
I spent a lot of time drunk, not much time studying, I'll be honest with you.
What you saying to keep you warm?
Are you enjoying the night?
I showed you the game, everybody
It's not bad, you know.
That's for sure. And I was on my knees when nobody else was praying.
What's your best memory of Lancaster so far? I don't know. I know. What's your afterpay?
You now the nature.
Did you enjoy the term?
Yeah, it's been hard work, but it's been good. Yeah, it's been good laugh.
Now that I need you. Where are you now that I need you?
Andy, it's his birthday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Are you enjoying the night? Yeah, it's really good. I'm excited to see bed.
Where are you now that I need you?
What's your favorite animal?
Where are you now that I need you? I need you the most. I need you the most.
LA1 TV, I love you.
Now we are joined by Jojo Thompson, the newly elected Grisdale President for 2016. Welcome to the show, Jojo.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome, yeah. Congratulations, first of all.
Yeah, thanks.
Were you celebrating at the weekend on Saturday?
I was. On the Friday night, it was Grisdale's Christmas ball, so I attended that and got very merry, which was good. And then on Saturday night, I attempted to go out, fell asleep at about 8 o'clock, woke up at 2, and then just thought, nah, I'm not going to do it. But yeah, no, it was good. So I was, very happy, really pleased.
Good. Tell us a bit about the position that you've run for president, have you?
President,
Got
yeah.
president.
Yeah, it's basically, so I'll be overseeing, most people know what it is, but I'll be overseeing Grisdale's finances, the running of the JCR, stuff like that. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting going, to be honest. Yeah, it's going to be good. Good year.
And what plans have you got for this role?
For this year, my first plans are I want to get the university and particularly Grisdale College involved in what's called the Student Switch Off, which is an NUS-backed campaign to look at how we curb how much energy we're using. So I want to do that, and I also want to run a campaign to increase the awareness of drugs on campus and like the effects that these have on the mental and physical well-being of the students, as well as the criminal, obviously, consequences of them. So I want to kind of give more information to the students in that respect as well. And those are kind of my main objectives at the moment, but we'll see how the ideas develop as the term goes on.
Yeah. Is there anything that you wish to like change within your college situation? Like I know that the structure of the college has a certain thing, but are you going to change that up at all? Have you got any plans for throughout the year?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the structure. I think Sophie Tarif, the previous president, done a great job. So I want to keep the structure more or less the same, but get kind of more involvement between the sports teams as well, and kind of more inter-college sports competitions, and try and get that going a bit more.
Yeah, so the vote turnout overall was 1 in 10 students voting. Why do you think that is? It was so low.
I think it's difficult. Like, I think a lot of the time, you want your friends and stuff to vote, and they always do. But it's kind of it is difficult reaching those people that kind of maybe you don't always associate or you don't always see, and it's about getting that information out there to people, in my opinion. So, and I think that's what I was trying to look to do as a president for the coming year, and try and get more people like involved with college if I can.
Yeah.
How did you go about your campaign, Jojo? What did you do? Did you have posters all over the place?
I had posters. I was the Fresh Prince of Grisdale, Fresh Prez of Grisdale. Sorry, I redid
I think I saw that poster.
Yeah, no, I redid the Fresh Prince of Bel Air kind of vibe and did an awfully edited video. I should have got LA1 to TV to do
We could have shown it for you.
You could have done it for me, but no, I'm no video editor, but I did it all myself, and it was awful. But yeah, got me elected in the end, so that was the main thing.
What did you think of other people's their running and their campaigning? Did you have any that stuck to mind?
I thought I saw the VP events that won on ours, Avril Wyke. She did a kind of Avril Lavigne kind of take, so it was like a skater girl and can't skateboard for her life, but did a few videos, and that was enjoyable. I liked that. Yeah, no, it was good. And I also like Cass, who got Fairness Prez. He did a load of posters, which was really cool. I like those.
Yeah, we'll move on actually. I'm not sure if you're too aware of it, but Scan's front page was censored. What do you feel about the whole censorship of Scan to do with the BDS cartoon?
I feel like it's a bit of a conundrum, really. You've got obviously a student newspaper that are funded by LUSU, but at the same time, you kind of don't want to see like a censoring of freedom of speech. And I think you always have that kind of toss-up. At the end of the day, Scan is backed by LUSU, so I don't know. It's a difficult one. I kind of want to. I couldn't really say either way, to be honest. But I feel like freedom of speech should be represented, and it's kind of difficult to.
And it was such a topical issue as well. I mean, considering so many people ended up abstaining, and this cartoon was about whether the student body had the option to abstain or not. It's a shame, really, that they didn't get to share that cartoon with us.
I mean, it is a controversial front page. If you just take a look, that's very eye-catching for me anyway. I saw it and thought, I'm going to have a look at that.
Yeah.
But,
just get more people reading it, actually.
Yeah. But I think Scan had a very limited time to change their front page because they were going to do the cartoon. I think Ollie was saying last week he only had 3 hours until he had to change it. So it was a last minute thing, but I think it was a really good idea. It's really nice.
What do you think about the result of the BDS referendum?
It's difficult. I personally voted yes. But I believe that Lucy's meant to be meant to be apolitical, so I'm not sure we should have had the referendum in the first place. But again, if I was given the choice to vote, so I voted for yes because that's what I kind of believe. So that's how I voted. But again, it's always that toss-up, really, isn't it? Like Lucy was meant to be apolitical, but we're having a referendum.
Are you disappointed with the result?
No, it's difficult. I feel like I think there's other ways that we can help people in Palestine, and so I'll be focusing my efforts there rather than on this BDS campaign. I think that's important to me, to be honest.
A lot of people abstained. I think there was more abstentions than there were actually voting yes.
Really?
So I think a lot of people, maybe that they weren't educated enough to make a decision. I think that's why a lot of people must have felt that they weren't going to vote. I know a lot of people didn't even know what it was when you spoke to them about it. So maybe, I think that's something next time that needs to be thought about.
To be honest, personally, I wouldn't have had any idea what it was, but I went to the referendum. There was like a few people there, but I think if more people had gone to that, they would have educated themselves. Because personally, I had no idea what it was until I went to that referendum.
What was the atmosphere like at the referendum?
It was not too bad. Like there was a lot of people there, but it was kind of obviously very divided. But you clearly had two clear parties, and there wasn't really that many neutral people there until especially when they came out. People very much had a very concrete that one or that one. It was like yes or no. There was no kind of believing either way. But yeah.
Will you be going to the Christmas markets on Friday?
I will be, yeah, of course. I need to pick up some Christmas shopping get my mum something and stuff like that. Of course, you know, mum's always good to me. So, yeah, no, of course I'll be going, but I've really awful at buying presents, so I'll need some help. I'll probably bring some friends along.
Yeah, so you're going to start your Christmas shopping on Friday then?
Yeah, definitely.
Good idea. What about you, Siri? Because this is your first year at Lancaster,
Yes,
so you're going to head down.
it is. I definitely am going to head down, see
Yeah.
what the Christmas scene is like at Lancaster.
Yeah.
I have actually been into town. I've not seen the markets, but they've got all the Christmas decorations up.
They do?
It's really beautiful.
It's really good. I'm looking forward to it as well. That'd be good. Well, thank you for joining us on the show
No,
today,
you're welcome.
Jojo.
Thanks for having me.
Brilliant.
Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today, but here's a quick look at what's coming up on campus this week.
Tonight is Live at the Oak in County Bar, starting from 7:30.
Tomorrow is Gin and Jazz Night at Barker House Farm.
And also tomorrow is the Indie Night from 11 p.m. in the Sugar House.
On Friday, be sure to head down to Alexandra Square for the Christmas markets.
And make sure that you stick around on campus for the big night on Santa Dash on Friday evening.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week with more Good Morning Lancaster.